G'day there, Ray Corcoran from dentalbusinesscoaching.com. In this week's video, I really want to talk about vision and having a vision for your practice. Such a huge thing and often gets overlooked because people think it's it's an airy-fairy thing, and anyone that's worked in a corporate job would probably know that see these big corporate visions, and the vision doesn't really match reality within the business, and people don't really follow it or fight towards it. But it's an extremely important part of growing your practice. You need to have a higher purpose, whether it's just to be the best in your local area, or the best in the country of what you do, or just to improve the lives of the people around you. Change more lives through your work. It's super important. You might have seen an article that we posted on our Facebook wall about Larry Page, who was one of the driving forces, pretty much the main driving force behind the growth of Google, and he had a huge leadership journey, going from being a pretty terrible leader to being somewhat of a much better leader these days. And one of the key things he did was to really get people behind his vision for what the company was supposed to be doing. Every company that gets created, your practice that gets created, it's created to serve some sort of purpose in the community. And what Larry did, which was really impressive, was he really got people behind his vision. And there's one moment they reference in the article, and they talk about a conference where a whole bunch of managers were bickering between each other. And you might, this might remind you of your own practice. You might have staff, infighting, and it might stress you out. It might frustrate you because you're trying to create something and they're just, stuck on these little minute details. And basically what Larry did was he basically just stopped them. He stopped them all and he said, guys, stop. Like, we are trying to be, their vision was, we want to, help people use technology to improve their lives. And here you are, you guys are just, you're bickering, you're talking about all this crap. It's just not important. And they're getting caught up in the small things. And he's like, we've got this huge vision, and how are we going to accomplish it if you guys keep sweating all this small stuff here? And I just thought it was a very powerful sort of moment. And it was a defining moment in his, his career, and especially, he really turned the corner in terms of his leadership. And it's something that I'd really encourage you to look at in your own practice. What is your vision for your business and your practice? There has to be a higher purpose and a higher reason, something bigger than, just the day-to-day, cleaning teeth or helping people fix crooked teeth, or, whatever it is. There's the day-to-day stuff that you do, but it needs to be attached to a higher purpose. And if you got your team fighting between each other or not really being a cohesive unit, it might be because there's not a big vision, and you want to get everyone behind the vision and have everyone moving towards being the best. People want to be a part of that sort of stuff, and it's really important to have that in your practice. So that's all for this week. If you've got a vision in your practice, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below, and like the video, share it if you enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week. Cheers.